Absolute power. In order to retrieve the conduction grid technology, I need to travel to Neon and meet up with Estelle Vincent, the Crimson Fleet's captain based out of the hedonistic city. Okay. Jasmine?
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
Can you provide more details about the conduction grid?
I wish. That technology is Generdyne's pride and joy. They've kept it under wraps for, I don't know, 80 years maybe? The basic theory of lightning capture is no mystery. The real trick is equalizing the charge and storing it safely. Between you and me, I can't wait to get my hands on that data. Should be a hell of a read. See you around.
Jasmine has a computer here. I don't know if we've gone through it yet. Grease monkeys. Okay, Dell wanted to know if I needed a few extra grease monkeys to help maintain things around here. I told him any more would just get in my way. I don't mean to sound arrogant, and I know my bandwidth is thin, but no one else can do what I do. I don't trust a new mechanic to understand how we've kept this station together with vacuum tape and baling wire. There's just too much tribal knowledge. The same goes for the ships. The Estrella, which we know is her girlfriend's ship. I knew what I was getting into when I joined the fleet, but it was always my skin on the line, so I could handle it. No biggie. This is different. Nev, she loves this. Being a pirate is her raison d'etre? I don't speak French. So the best way I can keep her safe is by working on her ship. Every nut, bolt, and wire on the Estrella I've hooked up with these two hands. And as insurance, I've put in something extra to keep her out of harm's way. Knowing all this helps calm the nerves a little, but not completely. Now I know why Mom gave me this toolbox the day I said goodbye. I want to ask her if the worry's gotten easier, but I already know the answer. Does your mom know you're a pirate? Oh, and some evidence, which we will get to when we do the evidence quest.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis being back. If I ever find that bastard, the things I'd do to them.
Yeah, same. Or I would, oh man, he wouldn't want to be in the same room as me. I'll tell you what, you would never catch us in the same room. Me and the Mantis, that is.
What kind of name is SysDef anyway?
It stands for
So there I
System
am.
Defense.
UC security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Keep your ship clean, bro.
We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday. Better get a move on before good luck.
Captain Orion, do you require?
No, I don't require any assistance, Vasco. We good. We're just heading back to Neon. Like always, all these planets, there's 120 systems. I know, I got the achievement. And yet, we're heading back to Neon. Back to Madame Sauvage's place, too. How many quests have have sent us to her bar? A lot.
It's dangerous Ever run to spacers?
Let's go website. It's not the best choice. It's my choice. Madame Savage's place. Alright, is it the woman at the desk? Not the desk. No, that's Stratos. Oh, she's upstairs. Okay, who we got here? Dis is still here.
Yeah.
Aurora, it's a mood.
Sophia Grace.
The strikers are upstairs, so we better be on our best behavior.
Grace early. 2 Graces. Wow, that's odd. You got anything on you?
What can I get you today?
Stratos.
Excuse me?
He has a katana on him. A legendary one, because that's gold rarity.
Yes. What?
Okay. You are not, you know, dressed in Crimson Fleet attire, I'll tell you that. But I actually I am.
Velocity after a rough shift at Xeno.
Okay, before we
Makes you forget how
talk.
bad you
Nope.
stink.
Guess I can't. All right, Estelle.
You looking to get zoned?
Zoned.
Yeah, you know, dusted, blazed, frosted, high. If you aren't here to buy some Aurora, then what the heck do you want?
I mean, oh, I'm Crimson Fleet, so I shouldn't be nice, right? I'm not a tourist, so you can drop the act.
Oh, it's not an act. If you're looking to score some Aurora, we can talk later. But for now, since you're clearly the rook that Delgado sent, let's talk business. Save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Who said no one's talking? Who said no one's taking you seriously?
Come on, give me a break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult.
You know what? Let's cut the crap and get to work.
Are you serious? You're just gonna completely blow me off like that? I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
Cry me a river. I'm a pirate. I gotta be a jerk.
That's the way it's gonna be, huh? Fine. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
All right, what kind of facility are we talking about?
I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city.
Well, that makes sense. Where's the underbelly?
Beneath your feet, genius. It's the lowest level of Neon. Generdyne and Xenofresh are down there, along with some of the finest cuisine in the city.
Yeah, no, I work for them. I have so many jobs in this game. What the fuck? What exactly is the power core?
Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable.
Okay, well, that sounds easy enough.
Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Okay, well, why should I bother doing this for you?
The elevator doesn't exactly go to the top floor in that head of yours, does it? Everything in the Crimson Fleet is accomplished through a decent helping of give and take. As in, I'm not going to give you the information to get your precious data unless you take this virus and upload it like I asked.
All right, well, I'm always interested in making a little extra money.
Well, well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own.
We have a research methods check. Another Bayou works at Generdyne?
Yep, nepotism has its advantages. Word on the street is that the Generdyne gig is the only one Benjamin could get for his younger brother. Well, he's not the brightest.
To be fair, neither is Benjamin. What do you need access to their, or why do you need access to their data?
Let's just say that information can be just as lucrative as selling Aurora and keep it at that, okay? But don't worry, I promised Delgado that when it came to the conduction grid data, that's his territory. I won't touch it.
Okay, well, we got a research methods check. This high-speed wireless data collection siphon should make the job a cinch.
It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
And I have a Ryujin Industries check. All right. What will I need the security pass for?
You should be asking what won't you need it for. The facility is closed to the general public, and they keep all of their important files encrypted. Not to mention the fact that there's going to be all sorts of nasty security inside you're going to want to bypass.
Ryujin Industries check. I have some pull at Ryujin, if it helps.
Ryujin Cloud doesn't mean shit at Generdyne. So you're going to have to deal with Komiko and potentially her boyfriend, Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
Okay, can you tell me anything useful about Generdyne?
Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years.
I'm pretty sure there are lots of storm planets that exist, but okay. What's the conduction grid?
It's that hideous canopy over the center of the city that keeps the rich folks dry. Some folks around here call it the span. I think it's a massive eyesore, like some sort of a modern art piece gone haywire. You can't miss it. Just poke your head outside and look up.
Well, I'm amazed they're still around.
You're not the only one. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit?
People have no alternatives for receiving power?
Not a single one. In fact, there are no legal alternatives for anything in this godforsaken city. The only thing people can do is deal with the bullshit and try to get on with their miserable lives. But let's get back to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all its delicious profit?
The Generdyne shareholders. I don't want to say Ryujin because I work for them, technically.
Oh, sorry. That's a good one, Rook. No, it's not Generdyne's shareholders. It's good old Benny Bayou. That son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie in the sorry excuse for a city. Generdyne's no different. All off the books, of course. How the hell do you think Brayson Bayou got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good looks or smarts, I can promise you that.
Well, I didn't have an option to guess Benjamin Bayou. What's Brayson Bayou's story?
Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician, yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give them more on a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight.
Anything I need to know about Ayumi Komiko?
Businesswoman, tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants.
All right. Can you give me the lowdown on Euphorica?
Pretty laid-back club over in Ebbside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course, but rumor says it's way less than he usually takes, and no one knows why.
Because he's got a fling with her, I guess?
Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
Still can't rob you. So the virus thing.
They don't have places like this in Akita, that's for sure.
I don't really like the idea of putting a virus on there if I'm not going to side with the Crimson Fleet. The tech I need is within Generdyne, Neon's power utility company. I need to speak to Micah, the owner of a club named Euphorica, who can help me make contact with one of Generdyne's executives. Locate evidence to extort Ayumi Komiko. Let's go get that evidence first. Should I run back? I don't think they would have scripted anything. Where are you guys hanging out? Typically they fly to whatever location you're at or somewhere nearby. So it's odd that they're not in Volii. You see Lil Muv. And that's the glitched out ship. So yeah, I don't know where the Vigilante is. Meaning I can't fly to it. To be able to ask them if it's cool for me to do what I'm gonna do. So far they've been fine with everything I've done because I haven't killed anyone, right? But if I have no choice but to put a virus on this company, I guess I'm just gonna put a virus on this company.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that?
No, because it didn't happen on this planet. I don't think I got chased on Neon. I know I got chased on Generdyne Industries. I know I got chased on Jemison, New Atlantis. Hi. G Nishida? Okay. I'm looking at him so I can't freaking save. Come on.
Pickpocket.
Of course. I didn't see that there was another dude in this room. Over in the corner. He started running towards me. Okay, now I guess I'm not going to bother with that because these loading screens are not worth trying to pickpocket this guy. Oh wait, no. There was no one else there, but a guy just spawned out of the elevator. Alright. G?
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the conduction grid?
See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
I mean, a tour would be nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
Alright, well, why are you being so open with this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
Well, okay. If you don't mind talking about it, I'm willing to listen.
I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
The conduction grid is Generdyne's only product?
No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. Genodyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever. Or worse.
Okay, well, are you in charge around here?
Unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around.
Huh, I thought this was a front desk clerk, if I'm being honest. Great logo, guys. Love it. Well, sounds like you need a new person in charge of R&D.
You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayu, Administrator Bayu's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
I thought he was chief technician. Now he's in charge of R&D? How did Brayson get the job in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? Administrator Bayu clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action.
Okay. Why do you care so much about what happens to Genodyne?
I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Genodyne goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
I mean, yeah, he does have to man up and fire the guy, but then he would just lose his job too, so it wouldn't matter. Surely there are other scientists working at Brayson's side, like other people actually doing the work since Brayson can't.
Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayu, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
What does the report say?
It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayu is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayu might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
Well, all I know about Bayu is that he is a terrible person. We actually accidentally got someone fired in the Ryujin quest line. Is there any way he can send it without putting his name on it? I like this guy. I don't want him to lose his job. I can take care of Brayson and Bayu on my own. So Bayu is a dangerous man. Bury that report.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayu's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? Hey, look. Thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask. Things on your mind? I'm right there with you.
Mind if I ask you some questions about Ayumi Komiko?
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away.
We have a persuade check, but first, do you enjoy working under her?
She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down.
So, terrible boss. Got it. How long has she been your boss?
I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think.
Okay. Persuade. Do you suspect that she's involved in anything illegal?
Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
We need to beat a 6. I know you're going to tell me eventually. Why not save yourself some time and tell me now?
You're just annoying enough that this might work.
Thanks, and we can manipulate, but I won't. That's what I like to hear.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Just tell me and I'll get out of your hair.
Is this really what we're doing? Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
All right. If you're so nervous about being involved, why are you allowing me into her safe?
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
All right, so you're going to backstab your boss. Got it. That's all I wanted to ask for now.
Sure, no problem.
Where did Generdyne get its start?
Generdyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. That was Generdyne's first and last major success.
Okay. Can you tell me how the conduction grid works?
The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power.
Okay. Why aren't there conduction grids in every major city?
That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly simple. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. Generdyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
No problem. Sorry. It's 100-degree weather still, and I needed to try to cool the room down a bit.
No time to chat.
Okay, that's cool.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
All right. Can I close her blinds so that they don't look in the room and watch me immediately? She has a single... What is this? That was the blinds. Okay. She only has one meeting recording in her thing? That just seems a bit odd. She had 420 credits, though. She also has a computer. Let's go ahead and hack it. It's just a generic computer. Okay. That was... Alright, well, it was 5 XP, I guess. That's worth it. Meeting with Bayou, and this is evidence. I guess I should have just been doing all the evidence stuff during the quest line. But it has its own quest, which is why I haven't.
Alright, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician?
I'd choose your next words very carefully, Miss Komiko. Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff, I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profits soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Brayson like that again, well, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences.
So it's good that we didn't have that guy send the report about Brayson, because he would have just gotten killed.
I know your type. The freewheel in space ace.
Yep, that's me.
I'll be happy to answer any questions about the conduction grid.
Well, did you know that CEO Mr. Harada is actually just Administrator Bayou?
What? Oh my god. Funny thing is, when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense. I've never actually met Mr. Harada. I haven't even seen a picture of the man. I've only communicated with him via messages. So that means Bayou has a controlling stake in Generdyne already. And he's soaking up a corporate salary to boot. Pure genius. Well, this certainly puts a different spin on things. I'll just keep my head down for now and my mouth shut about Brayson Bayou.
Yep.
It was great speaking with you.
No problem. Okay. Why does it still say optional get evidence? Did I not just get evidence? Could have swore I got evidence, but I guess not. Because the only thing I can do now... Oh, you're just an employee. You don't have a name.
But I went to the clinic and they said I was fine.
Making your own way, on your own time. Galbeck, where your credits
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
anywhere in the galaxy.
Okay.
Show no mercy. Leave no quarter.
You got it. And it's right here on the other side of the door. Beautiful. I think I've been in here before. Didn't I kill some gang members in here? Danny Garcia. Guessing Danny Garcia is the thug.
Looks like you need to relax.
You're Micah?
Take it easy.
If you're planning on using Aurora, we respectfully ask you do so in the members' lounge.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking for Ayumi Komiko.
You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
Why do you care so much about Ayumi?
Not that it's any of your business, but we're very close. We're in love. I refuse to let anything bad happen to her, no matter how much trouble she's gotten herself into.
So you don't know that she's dating what's-his-face? Well, I just have some documents for her to sign.
Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
I have a Crimson Fleet check, which is my only check. So, before we do that, how much is this going to cost me?
Oh my god. You're offering me money to betray her? How low can you get? Look, I'm getting really tired of this crap. Get out now.
Okay, well, who's going to throw me out? You?
When I need the trash taken out, I call the strikers. They take care of the garbage around here. So unless you want to deal with the toughest gang in Ebside, I'd suggest you leave. Now.
Where's my strikers check? I'm a member of the strikers. Also, they've been disbanded. Now they're part of the UC police force or whatever, the UC security. But I should get a strikers check for this. Crimson Fleet check. I'm no debt collector. I'm from the Crimson Fleet.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out, but, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you, and I'm not changing my mind about that.
Even after I just told you I was a, you know, member of the pirates that kill people? What were the perks of the members' lounge?
Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items.
Alright, well this is gonna cost me $5,000, which really doesn't mean anything in this game. Like, making money ain't hard. That's one ship. That's one killed ship right there.
Excellent. Then here is your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort.
Okay, thank you.
You're always welcome here.
Nothing beats getting zoned in the members' lounge.
Thanks, buddy.
Plenty of space in the members' lounge. Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excuse me.
Okay, you're a
So much for...
you're a hiring person. Sorry, I'll talk to you some other time. I just wanted to see if you were a thug that was gonna try to jump me afterwards.
Hey there!
Okay, that's a weird thing to do. Wow, what a lounge.
Yes?
Q?
Hello there. On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
Is it legal to purchase Aurora here?
Don't concern yourself. You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal.
Alright, nothing for me right now, thanks. No, actually, yeah, I don't want Aurora. I wanted to see your drinks, but never mind.
Of course, no purchases are required. You're more than welcome to simply relax, absorb the energy, and center yourself. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime.
Alright. How did you end up here, Caillou?
Begging your pardon, I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own. No offense intended.
That's odd. Bartenders are meant to socialize a lot. Oh, isolation check. Walling yourself off from everyone isn't the answer. You need to break through.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I never thought of it that way. If you're wondering why I'm here, it's actually thanks to Micah. When you're born in Neon, you're either destined for the top or the bottom of the food chain. There's no middle. My family started out barely making ends meet. After my parents lost their lives, I ended up as a street rat. That's when the gangs preyed on me. I fell in with the disciples, and they helped me keep 1 foot out of the grave. Barely.
All right, well, do you know what happened to your parents? Probably killed by the disciples.
My mother was killed in an accident at the Xenofresh plant. Some type of malfunction with the machinery caused her death. Her absence sent my father into a deep depression. He became despondent and listless. We barely spoke for over a year. Every night, I'd find him sitting on the edge of the upper platform, staring out into Volai's ocean. I'd bring him food and leave it beside him. One morning, I returned to his usual spot and he was gone. His food was still there. And at that moment, I somehow knew I'd never see him again. That's why I eventually turned to the gangs. I had no one, no sense of belonging. I hope you understand.
No, I get it. Part of a gang myself. Killed a lot of disciples in my day. So, sounds like a rough time.
I actually was having the time of my life, if you can believe that. Almost too much fun. You see, all that violence, all the drugs and death, it takes its toll. I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. I was in a bad place. I don't know what Micah saw in me, but she pulled me out of the gang. She actually paid them cash to buy me out, if you can believe that. After she helped me sober up, I asked her why she bothered. She told me I reminded her of someone she lost. She never explained it beyond that. I've been here ever since.
Guessing she had a brother. Dude, you good? That's not how you get the bartender's attention. What's a street rat?
It's what the people of Neon have labeled the most destitute of our citizens. It's a miserable life filled with loneliness and desperation, spending each waking moment fighting to survive an unforgiving city. To be a street rat is a curse I wouldn't wish upon even my worst enemy. It's quite simply a complete and utter absence of humanity. I apologize if I've dampened your mood. You must understand that speaking about these things brings back painful memories.
No, man, it's totally weird to have just some random stranger walk up to you. Not only that, there's a guy hovering next to you and ask you questions about your personal life. So, instead, can you tell me anything about Ayumi Komiko?
Miss Komiko is a dangerous person who's involved herself in illicit activities and associates with known criminals. She's clearly using Micah for her own nefarious purposes. Nothing would make me feel more relieved than their relationship coming to an end.
Okay, how much do you know about Komiko and Micah's relationship?
They met about a year ago when Miss Komiko visited Euphorica to purchase some Aurora. At first, they seemed very happy together, but recently, Miss Komiko's become more abrasive. and the two have been a bit distant from one another. Micah thinks they're in love, but I'm concerned that she's becoming a pawn in Miss Komiko's criminal activities. I can't bear to see Micah's heart be led astray. I trust one day she'll find a woman who will give her the love and respect that she deserves.
Wonder if my character can romance her if I was female. How do you know Komiko is involved in illicit activities, other than the fact that she's surrounded by the Syndicate?
It doesn't take a genius to deduce that there's some sort of illegal activity going on involving Miss Komiko and Benjamin Bayou. They've met down here in the members' lounge on more than one occasion, and frankly, they don't even attempt to be discreet about their discussions. I overheard them arguing about electrical components, delivery dates, and huge amounts of credits being split between them.
Okay, well, with any luck, you'll be rid of Komiko very soon. Yeah, if she comes at me, I'm putting her down.
Oh my goodness! I trust I haven't convinced you to kill her? That's not what I meant at all. All I want is for her to be out of Micah's life, presumably by getting as far away from Neon as possible.
Yeah, I get you. I get you, bro. Let's see what's on the menu that guy...
May I suggest you start with some Aurora?
I don't do drugs. Maybe we should see why that guy was so bent on. You sell the usual. Everyone has this. Oh, no, you have Chimera. Canned cocktail of 3 different liquors. Oh, that genuinely looks really good. Although it doesn't look like a drink. But I could definitely go for a Chimera. Do you get drunk in this? Like if I downed a bunch of drinks?
Peace, solace, and serenity be with you.
No problem. Hold on. Hey, Micah. I just talked to your bartender. Got any new information for me?
Here for a drink? A Chimera, perhaps?
Caillou told me that Aurora purchases are legal here. Is that true?
Yes, it's true, and I respectfully ask that you keep your voice down. That information is for Vermilion Club members only. After some long-term negotiations with Administrator Bayou, we've been granted legal permission to sell Aurora, provided we don't advertise. The licensing fee to do so cost us quite a small fortune, so we'd appreciate if you keep this information to yourself.
The dude sitting right here at the bar literally yelled it out a second ago.
Enjoy your stay.
You didn't snap at him.
I like coming here. It lets me forget everything else for a bit.
She was totally cool with him talking about Aurora being sold here. Let's do a quick e-save, even though it's auto-saving when I paused it. Syndicate Gangsta. Yeah, milk drinker. Freaking milk drinker over here. Squall haver over here. I need a pass to use the restroom? Really? Okay, I can't. Alright, fine.
Yeah. What do you want?
You work for Generdyne, right?
Before you continue, let me save you some time. If you're having a problem with your POW or complain about your rates, you need to contact our customer service department. Anything else?
I need a way into the Generdyne power facility.
You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that.
Evidence check and Crimson Fleet check. Would it help if I said I'm willing to pay?
You're serious? Okay, then let me ask you a question, genius. Do you really think I'd risk my position as COO of Generdyne for a few credits? I don't think so.
Okay, well, we'll show the evidence. Help me, or this evidence of your scheme with Bayou ends up on SSNN.
How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you, though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high-security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it.
I think that was an error, because it was not Estelle Vincent. Maybe that was what they were originally going to go with, and they changed their minds. What exactly do you do for Generdyne?
What is this? A job interview? I'm the COO of the company, second to the top, right under our esteemed CEO, Mr. Harada, also known as Benjamin Bayou. So when you ask me what I do for Generdyne, the answer is nothing. The Bayous run the show, and I tread water. The salary helps, of course, but at the end of the day, I'm just a joke. Sitting in an office to make things look legitimate.
Okay, well, why does Benjamin Bayou have to hide the fact that he's CEO?
Keeps him off the Freestar Collective's radar. They might actually step in if they discover that the same person controlling the city's regulations and bylaws benefits financially from them. If you haven't figured it out by now, Benjamin has a stranglehold on the city. You can't take a piss without him charging you after flush. Try and get in his way, and then he uses Neon security to beat you senseless, or the Sioga Syndicate to make you disappear.
So is this the way I finally get to take him down? Because I really don't like this guy. I'm guessing there's not much love for how things are progressing at Generdyne.
If you had to work with Grayson Bayou, you'd understand. The man is still a totally incompetent fool, and he's running our company into the ground. The worst part of it is that he's Administrator Bayou's brother. So I can't fire him. I can't reassign him. I can't even yell at him. It's like having a cut on your body and you're helplessly watching yourself bleed to death. Except in our case, we're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, well, that's on you. Is there something personal going on between you and Benjamin Bayou?
Can we get... I suppose if I don't explain, a copy of that recording you found might end up on the next SSNN report. Okay, fair enough. A few years back, the previous CEO of Generdyne went missing. As the COO, I was next in line for the job. Instead, Bayou muscled his way into the company and gave me an ultimatum. Either back up his bullshit Mr. Harada identity, or I'm gone. I had no choice. But I decided right then and there, I was going to do whatever I could to take what was rightfully mine. If that meant seducing Bayou to tip him off balance, then so be it. Luckily for me, Mike has been incredibly understanding about the whole thing.
Okay, so you don't like Bayou, you do like Micah. What happened to the previous CEO?
What do you think happened? Bayou started sticking his nose into Generdyne's business, all but outright demanding a cut of the profits. In response, the CEO made a huge mistake by threatening to take his grievances to the FC. His shuttle never arrived. Need I say more?
Yes? What happened? Where did his shuttle go? Well, she must be very important to you.
More than you can possibly imagine. Micah is the only person in this godforsaken city that's kept me from going completely under. She doesn't want money, doesn't use me for influence or as a stepping stone to get ahead. She loves me for being me, and I love her for being the same. And when this stupid bullshit is over, and Bayou is 10 fathoms deep under Neon, we'll be there for each other. Forever.
Bruh, awkward when you're arrested.
If you get caught in Generdyne, that's on you. Good luck.
Still can't pick your pocket. So can we now tell Caillou that she actually loves him?
With some, what can I get for you?
No, I can't.
You're welcome to sit back, relax, and enjoy your
Dang.
time.
Well. Hi. Repulsion specialist, bro, same. Oh, proposh. Oh, I'm sorry. That was kind of funny. Propulsion, not repulsion. All right.
Micah
Ready
knows
to
how to
relax?
make a drink.
May all your journeys be safe.
Thanks. Oh man, look at that graph glare. That was kind of funny. Repulsion specialist, dude. Yeah, I'm a repulsion specialist. I'm good at repulsing people. Bayou Plaza. About to buy you a freaking smack. Sorry, that was kind of creepy. Someone was whispering at me. I was able to acquire the passkey for Generdyne's storage room entrance from Ayumi Komiko. I should now head to their facility located in Neon's underbelly. It's under their bellies.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time.
Elevator to the underbelly. Let's go. I was sitting here thinking, can I find the spot where Caillou's dad sat?
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
Yeah, I'm not a spacer. I'm better. I still wish I could put her on one of my settlements. Not settlements, whatever they're called in this game. Okay. So I still have yet to kill anyone. Can we get through this without killing anyone? I have the ability to turn invisible. Okay. Oh, there is a Nova Blast Disruptor here. I'm gonna grab that because I feel like that's foreshadowing to something. Why else would it be there?
Guess I'm just hearing things.
Okay. I can't have multiple powers active at the same time. So no sight and invisibility. Why do people get all whispery when they're stealthing in games? A rune star shard. What I should have done actually was save in this room. No, no, no. There we go. Okay. There's another door over here. Don't know where it goes to. Oh, do robots see through this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it doesn't matter, there's a hole right there. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, no, wait. That wouldn't work. Because as soon as I went up... Okay, nope. I was going to go to the terminal and turn them off. I wasn't quick enough. I don't even know if I can turn them off, but I was going to try to turn them off. A higher scanner skill lets you see the location of rarer resources when scanning a planet from orbit. I don't know, I have the base one, it looks fine to me, if I'm being honest. Pretty sure you're about to walk back this way? Yeah, there you are. And you stop here. Okay. So once you head that way... Deactivate units. Thank you. I'm trusting you're just going back to your dock, but I'm going to drop in the hole just to be safe. Got it. Is there anything useful here? No. No, there was not. There was a back path, but I took the other way. Because of course I did. This cleaning droid just immediately reminds me of a friggin' gonk. It's a zonk, not a gonk. Or is it a gonk? Might be a gonk. Doesn't seem to be anything downstairs. But another cleaning droid. This is just to open the door, I believe. So... someone can see me, though. This stuff's not counting as stealing either. Black market antiques. I'll take them. I still don't have a thing on my ship, though, so probably shouldn't have taken them. Oh, that's a slate. Fastest food.
Laboratory result. Project GRD-092A. Technician Shibata reporting. I am reporting on the progress of Chief Technician Beiyu's project, the multi-terabyte nutriment preparation node. We've discovered by that directly connecting the power conducts into the conduction grid matrix, we can avoid signal loss. This should increase our output significantly and reduce the results by the factor of at least 10. Our goal, as per the chief technician, is to have my burrito ready the moment after I shut the door on the device. And though we've come close, we are still falling short by 3 seconds. We shall continue to investigate.
Okay, so these are the things that Benjamin Bayou's brother is having them work on. Faster microwaves. Not what I wanted. Are there more of them that I'm missing out on because I'm not exploring this whole location? Possibly. Possibly. Credits. I don't know who is noticing me. Someone's under here syringing up and playing with a toy car. Or motorcycle, I mean, but yeah. Who was noticing me here? Or thinking they can notice me here? Prototype equipment. Galactic-Cat plushie. Oh! Okay. Of course. Of course. I was trying to see if there's a slate out there, but I didn't see anything, so I just moved on. So now we're in another vent. Vent 3, vent sent. See if we can see any slates. Oh, that scared me. And all it was my indicator.
Unbelievable. Have you seen Brayson's latest work order?
Yes.
Am I gonna encounter Brayson? Again, I don't know why none of that stuff counts as stealing. Moby Dick. Space undersuit. Just a robot. Okay. That robot also got me. Fine, we'll do this. It's a notepad. A couple more suits that I don't need. Is that the only project they were working on, or is this place bigger than I'm thinking it's gonna be? Just faster microwaves. I think this is the exit. Hazmat suit. Logically, couldn't I just put on the hazmat suit and then they won't know who's under? who's under it. So they would just think I'm one of them. Days since the last accident. 3. That ain't good. Oh yeah, I'm still descending. Also, logically, couldn't I just hop over? Another Nova Blast. No, I didn't want that. Oh, Brayson's probably going to be down here. That's why it's been giving me Nova Blasts. Obtain the conduction grid data. I've entered Generdyne's power core. I should be able to download the conduction grid's tech from the facility's computer access point. It's telling me no one's here. Is that a slate? It's a slate. In an unfortunate situation.
Technician Shibata, currently posted to Genodyne's R&D laboratory. Personal notation. I'd like to go on record about my feelings about Chief Technician Bayu. Though most of my fellow employees feel that he's underqualified and incompetent, I feel that they are underestimating him. I've spoken to Brayson at length, and I find him actually to be a kind and endearing person. I think that living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayu, has given him a bad name, and that's a shame. From what I can gather, he was placed in his current position against his own better judgment and asked to do the impossible. It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
Why is this the only slates I've encountered where it says this information is private instead of giving me a full read? They didn't want to write it out? Alright. Let's have a looky. Power core computer. Conductor grid description. The conductor grid is an electromagnetic absorption system utilizing the shroud suspended above Neon as a lightning conduction array. When a lightning discharge is created between the array and the troposphere, the energy is dispersed evenly across the system's receptors. It is then transported via conductive conduits into our processing facility, where it passes through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers. This ensures that the incoming energy is equalized from its original positive and negative state. Once the energy is cleaned, it gets stored in power storage cells located in the power core of the facility. Odd thing is, these people who run this business didn't realize its utilization in ships traversing radiation planets, but a bunch of pirates did. So, you know, did I say odd? It's not odd, but it's a thing. Current power core status. Cell 1, green. Cell 2, green. Cell 3, green. Cell 4, green. Cell 5 is yellow, and Cell 6 is orange. Okay. Power conduction grid plans. Offloading. Plans downloaded. Warning. Conduction grid plans are highly classified. As a safety precaution, they are encoded with 512-bit hollow matrix encryption. If decryption is required, Please obtain a cipher from Chief Technician Brayson Bayou in our section. Okay. So we are going to go meet Brayson Bayou. So I thought we were stealing it. We're going to build our own. So that means there's most likely one more quest after this one before the final one. And I thought this was the penultimate. But next, they're going to have me go and hunt down the parts to build the thing. Most likely. Okay, there's someone in that room because it's showing orange. Why was it showing orange? There's no one in this room. There's no security camera. It had no reason to show orange and cause me to waste. My thing. Oh, you.
If I sat and worried about everything that I thought was strange about this company, there would be time left in the day to do any actual work.
Oh, and I popped it again, and I don't think I needed to, because they can't see me through that.
He's not what I expected. He's pretty laid back. I think he gets a bum rap because of his big brother. I actually feel bad for the guy. Well, whatever the case might be, you might want to stop chatting with him. There's no telling what he might pass along to the Ministry or Bayou.
Okay, yep, they can't see me through that. So other people also agree. Why did I? I'm in the vent. I didn't need to pop that. Because I need it for this, don't I? It didn't have me upload her files into the computer system like I was supposed to.
So, what's on the menu for tonight? Chunks or trough? Actually, I thought I'd splurge and head over to Off-World Eats. Well, you're in for a treat. Last time I tried one of their off-world specials, I had terrible stomach troubles for days. Yes, the entire facility was well aware of your stomach problems. Point taken.
That's terminal. That's a usable terminal. This is the third Nova Nova Blast it has shown me. 100% it's saying, don't kill him. Do not kill him. I get you. I get you. Oh, I didn't notice those up there. I'm not gonna kill him if he's not that bad. It's his brother is the one that I don't really care much for. Okay? Supervisor Deschmooks. Deschmook? Am I reading that right? Jinnerdime messaging system. Oh, these are terrible. Inbox message. I'm not reading those. From Ayumi Komiko. Your last batch of progress reports was very disappointing, Mr. Deshmukh. 3 years? No results? There's no excuse for that, including trying to blame your failures on Chief Technician Bayou. According to your file, you came to Jinnerdime with the highest of recommendations, but apparently we were misinformed. If I don't see an uptick in successful results soon, I'll start searching for a replacement supervisor. Do I make myself clear? Inbox message from Technician Wanyan. Wanyan? I'm sorry to report another failure with experiment GDY-072. Although I am confident that we could adapt the conduction grid to be used as an EM-type shield, electromagnetic-type shield for spacecraft, I am afraid our limitations are making the task impossible. I'm sorry I let you and Jinnerdine down. If you wish, I'll submit my resignation first thing in the morning. Inbox message from Ayumi Komiko. Just checking in to remind you that the entire laboratory facility is to be completely cleared of all personnel for Mr. Harnada's impending visit on Saturday. As you know, Mr. Harada is a bit of a germaphobe, and I have given him every assurance that he won't encounter employees during his tour. Fair warning, anyone at all that we encountered that day will be instantly terminated. Killed. So yes, that is accurate. Inbox message. This one's from Jai or G Nishida. Sita. I don't know how much more of these corporate shenanigans I can stand. I've been yelled at twice by Ayumi this week for trying to go over her head, and I'm worried that my job is in jeopardy. I know we both share the same concerns, so I hope you'll be able to meet me at Euphorica for a drink this evening. We have a lot to discuss. Current power core status. Yep. All of that is the same. Writing down the name because we haven't encountered this person yet. I'm hearing something, and I don't know if it's just the robot out there. I do want to have a backup file to explore that office area, just in case. Just in case there's any slates. Because now I'm up here. Above them. The robot's sensors are terrible. Oh, this is a transition. Okay. I got it. And there he is. I think it auto-saved entering here, but I'll save it again anyways. Just to be safe. I've located Chief Technician Brayson Bayou. I should speak to him and try to convince him to give me the encryption cipher for the conduction grid data.
Ah, yes. The one that tasked us with recalibrating the...
Benny! What's up, Benny? B-boy. B-man. Chief Technician's computer. Decryption routine. Please obtain a Type GEC encryption cipher module from Benny Boy. Upload subsystem data input. Microdrive was removed. Oh, this was her thing she wanted me to do. Okay. Data packets have been transferred to the Generdyne mainframe. Please allow approximately 13 to 20 seconds for the data to fully integrate with the system. Alright. Generdyne message system. So from Ayumi, according to last month's budget, reports you've spent over 10,000 credits and have nothing to show at the review. This has to stop. For the last 2 years, you've been promising some kind of breakthrough, yet you have absolutely nothing to show for your supposed efforts. I've spoken to Mr. Harada, and we're both very disappointed, but willing to give you another chance. You need to bring us something tangible. Next message. From Technician Hedlinger. Brayson, we've had to pull Storage Cell 4 offline again today for a full diagnostic. According to our figures, it's reporting only a 93% efficiency rating, which indicates that it's slowly but surely in a process of degradation. We must get the budget to fix these aging power cells, or in a few years' time, we could be looking at a total power shutdown. Okay. Technician Albertson. As per your request, here is the status of currently active experiments. Number 22, failed. Total meltdown of all internal components. So they are actually working on things. Number 31, ongoing. Recommended replacement of windmill blades due to lightning damage. 53, failed. All test subjects deceased. Order for new subjects placed. That don't sound good. Number 67, failed. Hydrothermic coils overheating suggests total redesign. It's number 72, failed. Project canceled due to project's costs and lack of personnel. Project 74 is active. Setup complete. Request more time to adapt the plants to salt water. Okay. Project 77, active. Setup is ongoing, should be completed within the month. And finally, from Donald Laren Construction, the emergency exit from your office has been completed. This is to give me a way to exit, an explanation on how I can exit the place. The emergency exit from your office has been completed as per your specifications. The lift should bring you directly to the surface and can be easily accessed using the standard elevator call system. Cost has been deducted from your personal account as requested. Please let me know if you have any issues with the product. Is that what he spent the 10,000 on? Was an emergency exit. And we get a magazine. Neon Knights number 4 permanently grants the recipe for the Kim Red Amp, which increases physical and energy resistance, melee damage, and speed for a limited time. Let's get a look at that mag. Neon Knights number 4. Custom pharma that makes you glow. Alright. Wait, hold on. What is that? Orange book? It's just the comment. Okay.
Oh, it's you. I was wondering how long it would take you to get down here. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. I just don't want anyone getting hurt.
How do you know I was here for the encryption cipher?
When you access the computer in the power core, it sends a notification to me here. I knew you were coming, I just didn't know when.
Oh, so he doesn't... Oh, okay. I thought he knew I was a criminal. He just thinks I'm an employee. No, wait. He wouldn't say someone's going to get hurt. There has to be a catch.
No catch. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours. At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him.
All right. Sounds good. Who's your brother? Never heard of him.
You're kidding, right? My brother is Benjamin Bayou, the one and only. He's the administrator of Neon, and the reason I'm so damn miserable.
Okay, I agree. He deserves everything. I'm sure you have a good reason to hate your brother. Well, I agree. He deserves everything coming to him. I don't like him.
I think you could safely say that most of Neon would agree. You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping afloat. And all the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out.
Well, how do you know he talks about you behind your back?
One advantage to being perceived as stupid is that no one takes you seriously. When I walk into a party, I'm instantly the resident social pariah. But my eyes and ears are wide open. I can't tell you the number of times I've overheard that my brother has spread amusing anecdotes about his stupid brother.
I'm not going to tell him you should kill him. I do agree that exposing him would be a great thing to do, but then that's just going to put a target on his back. So to give me the cipher is a great way to get back at your brother.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same.
Okay, why are you and Benjamin at odds with each other?
Because he's a two-faced son of a bitch, that's why. It's not like I should be surprised. When we were younger, we never got along very well. I mean, he's 11 years older than I am. We had two different mothers. Might as well have been from two separate families.
I was gonna say you called him a son of a bitch. You have the same mom, but they're half brothers. That is quite the age gap. 11 years? Bro. I'm one of 12 children because my parents split, but so there are huge age gaps. But I mean, come on, people. I'm sure your parents cared for both of you the same.
In most normal families, sure, but mine was anything but normal. I never knew my actual mother. She was my father's mistress, and I was told she vanished from Neon when I was only 2 years old. Ben's mother, she didn't give a crap about me. Wouldn't even let me call her Mom. I just had to call her Liliana. Can you imagine? And then there's Dad. So buried in the day-to-day operations of Neon, he didn't have time to pay attention to his bastard son.
Have you ever sought out your birth mother? She's...
Yeah, I've tried, but I always hit a dead end. It's as though she was here one day and suddenly vanished the next, and then her existence was erased from everyone's memory. I wouldn't be at all surprised if my father had her killed to avoid public embarrassment. That's the kind of man he was.
Oh, she could be... so slight spoilers, so I guess skip ahead a couple minutes. If you haven't done the Tracker's quest line, the number one, who is the leader of the faction, and you learn this at the very beginning, so I guess it's not too big of spoilers. Number one, they do like a Gray Fox situation, where as soon as you become the leader, everything about you is wiped from existence. So now I'm wondering, because I was thinking his mom was killed, because obviously the dude's got the means and the richness.
Is something wrong?
But he says, specifically, everything about his mom was wiped from existence, and that's the same thing that number one says. So now I'm kind of figuring that might be the case. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, everyone's sorry. Just as sorry as I am. I appreciate what you're trying to do. And it's nice to get this off my chest, but talking about it isn't gonna change a thing. That's why I gave you the encryption cipher. Anything I can do to stick it to Ben, that's the real therapy.
Okay, well, how did you end up working at Ginnerdyne?
As usual, you can thank my dear brother for that. At first, he made me deputy administrator. That went well, until I wouldn't cooperate with Owen Dexler and all of his thugs at Neon Security. Then he had me work with Valentina over at Xenofresh, helping with Aurora distribution, until she pinned a credit skimming scam on me. And now, here I am, chief technician at Ginnerdyne, when I don't even know the first thing about electrical engineering.
Okay, well, how rough are things down here for you at Ginnerdyne?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, I'm at about, I don't know, a -8. I don't have the background for this electrical engineering stuff. Chief technician? It's ridiculous. Ben stuck me down here expecting me to work miracles. He didn't stop for even a second to think of the repercussions. That's so typical. All I need is one breakthrough, one, and I could shove this job right in his face. Damn, that would feel good.
I can Crimson Fleet check. No, I wanted to tell him about that woman's super microwave. Crimson Fleet check. I'm fairly sure the conduction grid can be adapted into anti-EM electromagnetic weapon technology.
Holy crap. You might be right. I mean, it would take some time, but I bet I could figure it out. Huh. All this time I've been trying to develop something new, and it's been staring me in the face for years. Oh man, that is so like me. Thank you for giving me that kick in the ass I needed to get going.
Well, what you could do is announce on the intercom that you have a friend here who's allowed to walk this place.
Do me a favor and don't tell my brother we talked. He wouldn't like it.
So that I can go out there and search the place for any more slates. Because, like, is that a slate or is that a notepad? That's probably a notepad. Okay. Decryption complete.
I have a bit of time before I leave. What is it? Thanks again for the talk. It really helped.
And you have an end of dungeon trunk for me. Thanks, bro. Bayous, bro. Hauler's Mercenary Starsuit. Spacesuit. Ionic Liquids. This. Vanadium and some wire. Thanks. Thanks, my friend. Benjamin Bay's penthouse restricted. Okay, fine. Trade tower lobby. Can I go back to... No. I've decrypted the conduction grid data and uploaded Estelle Vincent's virus to Ginnerdyne's mainframe. I should now meet Estelle Vincent at the Astral Lounge. I do have that save, don't I? It was a quick save though, wasn't it? As long as I don't quick save again, I won't save over Because I don't know if I want to... I don't know if I want to do her virus. It didn't say optional, though, so I think I was forced to do it. Pretty sure I was forced to do it. Wait, I could talk to Benjamin. What? I've arrived at my predetermined meeting spot with Estelle at the Astro Lounge and have unexpectedly run into Benjamin Bayou. I was gonna go talk to Benjamin first anyways, but it's odd that, I guess it's not. He would know what's going on the planet. Should see what he wants. I was gonna do a quick save, but I can't. I gotta do a full save. Hey, Benny.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems.
You were expecting me?
Well, yes. You didn't think your little foray into Generdyne would go completely undetected, did you?
Well, considering I stealthed the whole time, yes. Well, if you're so smart, you figure it out.
Oh, I will. With or without your help. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
So you know I'm with the fleet. Good. What do you care if the Crimson Fleet steals Generdyne's secrets?
Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Generdyne's profits. But more importantly than simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with without my approval.
Well, cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus.
Probably. But do you want to know why that's not going to happen? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business.
Really? Because you've killed a lot of people for nonsense. Yeah, dude, your methods are no different from ours.
It may seem that way, but for every rival I've had thrown into the ocean, I've made 2 times as many legitimate deals. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
I don't know, man. What are you going to do to him?
You don't have to worry about that in the least. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty.
So all of these have ways of taking out the people that I'm working with, right? All of them have ways of me getting them killed. I'm just going to say it was me. Yeah, I'm profiting.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head. So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
All right.
You might want to move along. I believe Neon Security is already searching for you.
You're still essential. So I can't kill him. Hopefully it's only during this quest, right? I don't have to, I don't have to be kicked out of Neon for the rest of the time. Couldn't I just wipe it myself? Okay. Well, he said I had an hour before they start coming after me. Kind of wanting to know where that body is.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, D&E, or heaven forbid an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP, am I right?
Another day, another shift.
So he killed someone just to frame me. Let me kill Benjamin by you, bro. Because that's just not cool. At least the Crimson Fleet, you know what you're getting. I was ambushed by Administrator Bayou at the Astral Lounge. He confronted me about the virus, demanding to know its origins. I've implicated myself as the culprit and should now return to Estelle Vincent, then leave Neon as fast as possible. I'm assuming what's going to happen is the UC are going to wipe it so that I'm allowed to come back.
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
The big score, evidence.
Pour me a velocity, dummy. I think we're in luck.
Estelle, you found a buyer. And in less than a week. I'm impressed.
There's just one teeny little catch, though.
Whenever there's a catch with you, it ends up costing me money.
Before you give me the guillotine, hear me out. The buyer wants the merch, but they want it tomorrow night.
And there it is. Do you have any idea what it will cost to get that many crates out of Xenofresh by tomorrow? No, not this time.
What if I told you they wanted 15 cases this time, at full price?
What about your comrades at the Crimson Fleet? Won't they want a taste? I'd hate to lose half of our profits.
You just worry about the shipment. I'll handle the fleet.
All right, Estelle. You have a deal. Here's your drink.
You're a doll, dummy. Cheers.
Okay, so Dami I'm guessing, is the one that would get arrested. Stolen artwork.
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my plane.
We've talked before.
À tout à l'heure.
Can't confront Dami at all, so... Hey, Estelle.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless.
Well, what happened at the Astral Lounge?
Well, I was hoping we'd celebrate your return with some drinks and a pile of Aurora. I was about to start partying early when Boone Morgan tipped me off that Bayou was on his way down with some neon security goons. I'm pretty sure I missed him by less than a minute. Left a ton of good stuff behind, damn it.
Well, there's nothing in there, but, yeah, he doesn't really scare me.
You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly. Must be nice to be so naive.
It's more that I'm really waiting for the chance to get to kill him, so I'm hoping he makes a move. For the fleet. It was for the Crimson Fleet, so it benefits us all.
That might help you sleep at night, but doesn't do me a hell of a lot of good. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Alright, well, who do you owe money to?
Well, a business partner of mine named Nix was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not. Then there's the folks I paid to keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But hey, you asked.
I do know Nix. Tell him you're cool. Well, when I get back to the key, maybe I'll put in a word with Diego.
That's pretty cool of you to offer, but I know what he's gonna say.
Sorry, Estelle. This was your scheme. You're on your own.
Believe me, he's not gonna be much help. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
We all have our problems, deal with it. That's the Crimson Fleet answer. But I don't like Benjamin Bayou, so yes, you can have some money.
I appreciate that. I really do. Having each other's back is what makes the fleet stronger, you know? How much are you willing to part with?
I didn't know it was going to actually do that. As I said, so that's 2 ships. That's killing 2 Crimson Fleet or Ecliptic ships. Because I roughly get about 5,000 from killing one of them. Because they've killed other people. So I don't mind giving her $9,000.
Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous. All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
Okay. So I've spent 14 grand on this quest alone, and I'm probably only gonna make back like 8,000. Do you believe Crix's legacy really exists?
Now, how did I know you were gonna ask me that? Honestly, doesn't matter if I believe that Crix's legacy exists or not. What's important is that I believe in Delgado. If the man thinks that chasing shadows is gonna make us rich, then who the hell am I to judge, right? I mean, I'm not gonna jump off a cliff for him or anything, but hey, he needs an extra ship at his side. He's got it.
I don't know what this odd shine is. It's just, I guess, ray tracing little light stuff.
You bored or something? I mean, I could go do something else, or...
I paid you $9,000. You could be quiet for a sec while I'm talking about the lights. So what's next to you, or what's next for you, Estelle?
I hear things are heating up back at the Key, so I might fire up my bird and head over to check things out. Rumor has it that Delgado has some solid info on the Crix's legacy story he's been hawking for the last few years. If there's even a chance that it's true, I want to be there when Shinya Voss starts splitting the loot, if you catch my meaning.
You just said you didn't trust him to give you any money, and now you're like, okay, he'll probably give me some money. Did Benjamin Bayou completely ruin your plans to use the virus?
Completely ruined? Nah. I was hoping it would stay on Generdyne's mainframe for the long term, but hey, at least it's already fed me a huge amount of data. Nix really knows what he's doing, though he charged me about 6 months worth of earnings. With any luck, I'll be able to recoup my costs in no time.
So then you didn't need my money. Got it.
Tell Neva she still owes me a drink for our poker game.
I was talking
Can I get you something?
To my associate. I will be taking this art. Oh, no, I won't because it says steal. You got a mess back here. Clean your bar.
This place is like my second home.
I don't think I can fast travel while I'm inside, so I gotta step out real quick. Hey Sarah, just so you know,
And we're off.
well, I'm not allowed back on Neon for a bit. Maybe, possibly. I don't know how it'll work out. Should probably let my other bosses know.
Insertion completed.
I really don't like it when you say things like that.
I will never get tired of that.
Okay, we gotta tell Neva that she still owes some money.
Didn't even scratch the paint.
Oh, Neva's right here. I arrived aboard the Key. I should now speak to Neva Mora, who appears to be impatiently awaiting my arrival. Yes, she's right in the doorway.
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Don't you want to hear what happened on Neon?
Hooray! You got the conduction gizmo. You did exactly what we asked you to do. Good work, pat on the head. Are you ignoring me or something? I just said there's an emergency.
Someone overcooked a potato in the microwave?
Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that? Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Oh, well that ends Absolute Power. And we start Eye of the Storm. Okay, sounds good.